Hey guys, what is going on? So today I have another vinyl update this week, which is funny because I already did one earlier. But this record came in the mail yesterday and I ordered it like 2 weeks ago and it was a pain in the ass to get it. But I'll rant about that at the end of this video because I don't feel like explaining it right now. I just want to talk about the album first. But as MAYHEM with MYSTERIIS SATHANAS, fucking amazing black metal album. Just an absolute classic. If you're into black metal, you should have heard this. And if you haven't heard this and you want to get into black metal, this is actually a really good place to start. But oh my god, it's just so fucking good. So anyways, this is a Back on Black pressing. It surprisingly, it sounds pretty good. I thought it would sound okay because I've heard some bad stuff about Back on Black. But this isn't the first record I've ever gotten from them. I also have a Dark Throne picture disc from them. But anyways, it sounds pretty good, and yeah, it's great. I'm sure it's better than the Century Media repress. I've heard some bad stuff about that. But anyways. One thing that they changed though is they nerfed the logo a little bit. For some reason it looks a little different and I'm not sure why. But it still looks okay, and yeah, so there's the album cover. And also it's made out of material where it's easy to get fingerprints on it, so there's already a fuck ton of fingerprints all over this and that kind of bugs me, but alright, but the album cover's cool. There's the back, you got Euronymous and pretty sure, yeah, I think that's Hellhammer. I don't know why they didn't include Attila here. I know why they didn't put Varg was because he obviously, if you don't know your history, he stabbed Euronymous, and he played bass on this album. You know, and then they, freaking Euronymous' parents or family, whatever, wanted Hellhammer, the drummer, to take the bass tracks off of the album, and he said he would, but he ended up not doing it, but he's lying about it. But anyways. So I'm pretty sure that's why Varg isn't pictured. But anyways, there's the track listing, and it says like Euronymous, a tribute to Euronymous. And it has like his day of birth to death. But yeah, and it's really difficult to read the fonts. It's really dark, even if you put it up to the light. But it's a gatefold, and you have all the lyrics there, which are like near impossible to read because they're so like the writing is so dark. And you got that picture, which is very cool looking. And it says Death Like Silence Productions. And then it says like where it was recorded and produced and shit. So, yeah. Actually, there's even more fingerprints on the fucking, I don't know why it's so hard to get out. Sleeve. I'm getting so many fingerprints all over the record already. Anyways, there's a massive seam split on it when I got this, so I just put tape over it. But anyways, it's a black sleeve, and there's fingerprints all over it. And, came on this really cool like purple vinyl. It looks like blood red on camera, but if you hold up to the light, you can't see on camera, but it's like purple. So, but it looks really good and it sounds pretty nice. So it's very cool. I'm just so happy to have this album. It's one of my holy grails in my collection now. Just so fucking good, masterful Norwegian black metal. Every song on this album is just a masterpiece. So anyways, onto the review of this album. So it opens up with Funeral Fog, which is a very good song, one of the best songs on here in my opinion. It has some really good riffs, and Attila's vocals I really like on this album. It took a while for them to grow on me, because the first time I heard this album I didn't like his vocals, but his vocals have just been growing on me every time I listen to it, and they just sound fantastic. He has this very unique style of vocals where, like, obviously I prefer Dead, because Dead has a really just badass style of vocals, and he's just a more interesting person. But Attila's vocals are really unique because he'll go from like whispering to doing like standard black metal raspy shrieks to doing like these really high pitched like how do I describe it? Like these really weird like they're kind of like black metal raps but not quite. They're like a mix of like operatic style vocals and black metal raps, and then he'll just do straight up like almost opera sounding vocals on some songs. But I think they're really unique vocals. But if you want to get into black metal, check out this album, but be ready to hear weird ass vocals. But anyways, Funeral Fog is just a great song. His like whispery vocals are really good on that song, and the guitarists are great. So yeah, it's a really good way to open up the album. Freezing Moon is just a classic. If you're into black metal, you should know that song. It's like one of the most popular, if not the most popular songs. Like Freezing Moon is basically like the Smell Like Teen Spirit of black metal. It's overplayed, but it's still an amazing song. It's just, the guitarists are so catchy and so evil sounding. The lyrics are just awesome. They're like poetic, and I think they're about like the freezing moon or whatever is used as like like a metaphor for like suicide or death or something, because the lyrics are pretty poetic actually. Dead's lyrics were amazing. So yeah, Freezing Moon is just amazing, and I really like Attila's vocal performance towards the end of the song. It's really good, and of course the guitar solo is awesome. Just an iconic song. So Freezing Moon is the best song on here, and my favorite song on here. I know I sound generic, but I love that song to death. Christian Eternity is really good. It has these really crazy, like, dismal sounding guitar riffs that are really cool, and Attila's vocals sound very ritualistic on that song, and I really like Hellhammer's drumming on this album too. The drum tone and the guitar tone are really good on this album, as well as the bass tone, but the bass isn't very loud on here for some reason. But anyways, Pagan Fears is another really good one. Don't have much to say about that song, but really great. And then on side 2, it opens up with Life Eternal, which has some really awesome guitar riffs that are very, almost melodic sounding at times, which is weird because Mayhem isn't really a more melodic black metal band, but like they tend to be focused more on heaviness than melody, like some other black metal bands. But there's actually some surprisingly interesting melodies on that song a little bit, like really faint melodies. So yeah, From the Dark Past and Buried by Time and Dust are both really good songs, especially drumming wise. The blast beats sound really heavy on those songs, and it's just really kick ass. And then De Mysteriis Dom Satanas, the title track, is one of my favorite songs on this album. I fucking love Attila's vocals on that song. He basically goes from doing black metal style vocals to like these like opera style vocals on that song, and it just sounds really creepy and just really badass. It's spine chilling how good it is. This is just an amazing album. I'm so happy to have this. Like, it's just crazy to know I'm like holding this album in my hands. It's that good. If you haven't heard this, do yourself a favor and listen to it. Some people actually prefer Live in Leipzig over this album as Mayhem's best release. In my opinion, this is their best, but Live in Leipzig is also excellent. I eventually want to have Live in Leipzig as well as the Death Crash EP, and I might get Dawn of the Black Hearts in the future just as like a collector's item, because the sound quality of the album is like, it's like unlistenable. Like, I tried listening to Dawn of the Black Hearts one time, and I actually got legit like headache, and I felt really nauseous. Because the sound quality, it's like painful to listen to that album, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go try listening to Dawn of the Black Hearts. But I might pick that up in like the very distant future as like a collector's item sometime. But Mayhem is one of my favorite black metal bands. It's like my second favorite Pine Dark from. Anyways, now on to my rant about how fucking hard it was to get this. So I ordered this off of Revelation Records' website, which is weird because they're a hardcore punk label, but they have like a surprisingly good selection of like extreme metal stuff on their website to buy. So I got this for like $20. It shipped within like 2 days, and then on the package tracking, it said that they shipped it to fucking Florida. So I was like, what the hell? So I sent them an email, and this was on a Saturday that I sent them an email. They didn't reply until Monday, but that's probably because they were closed on the weekend, so I can forgive them for that. But they replied by saying some shit like that like they didn't get that order. They said that I was like, they thought I was just crazy, that I ordered from the wrong website and I was saying to the wrong email or something. So I was like, what the hell? So, well, I didn't say that, obviously, but, you know, that's what I was thinking. So, I called them, so I was like, they didn't send my record, and they said that, okay, we could either wait for whoever got it in Florida, or UPS in Florida, or whatever, to bring the record back to California, which is where the record shipped from, and I live in California, so, anyways, and then they ship it back to me, and I was like, no, I'll just have a refund or whatever, and I'll just find the record somewhere else. So, they said, okay, we'll give you the refund in the next few days or whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. It sucks that I can't get the record. So then I was like, then out of nowhere, like a few days later, it said on the package tracking, I was just bored out of curiosity, I checked the package tracking, and said that they were shipping the record to me. So I was like, okay, so I assumed that they weren't going to do the refund. And if they're going to do the refund, then I guess I got a free record. But really cool. I'm glad I got this, but it was a pain in the ass to get it. I probably won't order from them again. Also, something that's really weird. Sometimes they give you like free stuff, and I guess they were attempting to, or they were going to. They sent me some record by some band I'm unfamiliar with called Sensefield, and it's like, it says it's like 3 LP, but it's just an empty sleeve, and they just sent this in the package. So I thought that was really weird. I looked up who it is, and they're like a post-hardcore kind of band. Not really anything I could care for, but whatever. I'm just happy I got my Mayhem record. But yeah, that's really weird. So I don't know about that, but yeah, it was a pain in the ass to get this, but it was totally worth it. It's just a masterpiece. So Mayhem, De Mysteriis Dom Satanas. I'm very happy to have this album. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.